Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Sam Nova98 again, and today I'm doing a sort of a look slash, I guess, reaction of what won the Game Awards, the, I think, 8th Annual Game Awards? 8th award show, wow! This was something I really wasn't looking forward to. I really didn't feel like watching the Game Awards this year, because there's a few reasons why. The first reason, I guess I'll get out of the way, is I've been extremely busy lately with school, and I was going to do a thoughts on the nominees this year before the award show happened and then watch the awards, but I didn't really like how any of them turned out. And another reason, this is the big one, I just didn't play a lot of games that released this year. Like, I think I played like a few games that released this year, because mostly due to the fact that I just wasn't in the mood to play video games this year. It was a lot like last year when the pandemic happened and movie theaters were closed. I just did not want to watch any movies, so it was one of those situations where I just didn't feel like it, and I was trying to get a next-gen system for like the first quarter of this year, and it took like months and a few headaches to get one. And I was like, with the awards this year, like I only played like, I think, only a handful of the nominations, like 3 of which I've actually finished. 3, and I was just like, you know what, like, I was gonna try to, like, I was like, you know what, I'll try to play through the game, some of the games to see what's worth it, to see what would win, and the game nominations for Game of the Year, because I like to do that. I like to play all the nominations as they come out, like, as I predict the year. But this year's been so dry for video game releases. Like, there's been, like, games here and there, but it's been a year filled with delays and just nothing coming out. And I'm like, you know what, screw that. I don't even want to really watch the Game Awards, so I didn't. Because, for one, there was, like, no video game, like, big video game, like, releasing for most of the quarter, mostly due to the pandemic. And I just didn't care. I was like, you know what, I'm not going to watch the Game Awards. I'm not going to play the games that are nominated for the Game Awards just because the Game Awards are happening when I don't even want to watch them. So I'm going to play all those games some other time. Like, It Takes Two, Psychonauts 2 I'm actually playing right now. Deathloop I'll finish eventually, but it's just, I didn't really want to deal with it, so I was like, you know what, 2021 I'm done. Because this year it's been pretty abysmal for video game releases, because I understand the pandemic's still going on and a lot of releases have been delayed. Like Dying Light 2, that's been delayed many times, even before the pandemic started. That's one of my most anticipated games of next year, so. But yeah, let's get into the nominees, and also announcements, because there were some pretty cool announcements. The Sonic trailer came out, which I did watch, like, not during the show, I watched, like, after it premiered, so, let's see. Let's pull up Google, because I had a Washington Post. This Washington Post, they did, like, all the nominations of what was revealed. So, I wanted to give my thoughts on what won, because I did hear some of the nominations last night from my friends on Discord. Like, we were all talking, and they were, like, saying, oh, yeah, like, that was nominated, that one, so. Yeah, I just want to give, like, my thoughts on what won. So, even though I haven't played every game this year, I did play, of the nominees I've played, to the end, like, there was Metroid Dread, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Resident Evil 8 Village, and currently right now I'm going through Tales of Arise and Psychonauts 2. Which Psychonauts 2 and Tales of Arise are great, but yeah, let's get into it. So we're looking at the winners, so pull it up. So the winners of the Game of the Year, I predicted it would be Metroid Dread, but I also knew in a feeling like Deathloop was the critical darling of this year's Game Award season, because it was nominated in like every category. Almost every category, but instead the Game of the Year went to It Takes Two, which that's actually more of a smaller indie game, so that's actually really cool that it won. So I did hear that was really good. I heard the story was really good too, and I want to sit down and play it, but I did buy it, and I'm playing it through PS5, but I gotta start it, so. Alright, Best Game Direction, Deathloop won that. Big surprise. I thought this was gonna, like, I thought when I heard, like, Deathloop won, I'm like, alright, it's gonna start sweeping the award show, but it only won the one award, which surprised me. Most anticipated game went to Elden Ring. people cannot wait for Elden Ring. I'm looking forward to Elden Ring too. I'm a little iffy because I'm not the biggest Dark Souls fan, but alright. You know, I'm not saying it looks bad. It's just it might not be for me, if that makes sense. I do want to try it out. So, but best sports racing game and innovation and accessibility was Forza Horizon 5. It won best innovation and accessibility. Best ongoing game and community support went to Final Fantasy 7. This next award made me so happy. Metroid Dread won Best Action Adventure Game. I was so excited. And I was really happy it won something, because it was nominated for, I only think, like 2 awards, and I feel like it deserved it. So, Best Narrative really surprised me. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy won. I was like, wait, what? That won? I was really surprised, and hey, I've heard it's a great game. I haven't played it yet. I would like to, so... Best Mobile Game, Genshin Impact. Best Multiplayer went to It Takes Two. Content Creator of the Year, I don't give a shit about this category, but it went to Dream. Do people not... I thought people didn't like Dream, though. That's odd. Best Score in Music went to Nier Replicant. I haven't finished Nier Replicant, but the music in that game is god tier. Alright, next game to win the award, Best Role-Playing Game, Tales of Arise. Well, I guess people are happy it didn't go to Cyberpunk, so... I am enjoying Tales of Arise, though. I think it's great. Best Art Direction, Deathloop. So I guess that's the other thing it won. Best Action Game, Returnal. This is actually me looking at most of the nominations, like, because I haven't looked at all of them. Like, I didn't know which one won at each award. But, yeah, but the next one is Best Action Game. I went to Returnal, which I need to play more of that, but I've heard a lot will love it. Best Performance, Maggie Robertson as Lady Dimitrescu in Resident Evil 8. That's fair. I feel like she deserved that. Best Indie Game went to, and Best Debut Indie Game went to Kena Bridge of Spirits, which I've heard is fantastic. I haven't played it yet for myself. Best Audio Design, Forza Horizon 5. Games for Impact, Life is Strange True Colors. And then throughout the rest of this, it's just esports. I don't really care about esports. Not saying they're bad. They're just not really for me. Also, I gotta say, if I sound tired during this, it's not because it's not because I don't want to do this. It's just I'm like tired. I just woke up 20 minutes ago. Like, school's been crazy lately. I'm trying to find some of the announcements. One of the announcements, the Elden Ring got more gameplay. I'm trying of the announcements and like reveals I saw. The reveals I saw that really shocked me were Alan Wake 2 finally got a reveal. Like, it's coming out in 2023, but I'm going to take a guess and say it's not going to be for a while. Hellblade Senua's Saga finally got some gameplay. Like, some actual gameplay. Looks amazing, and I cannot wait to play that game. That might be the reason I get an Xbox Series X. But probably not until that game gets closer to release. Because I do want to get a Series X, but if you know this channel, the amount of shit I had to go through to get a PS5, I don't want to go through again to get a Series X, so. But I'm looking forward to that. There's a Wonder Woman game coming out, which looks cool, by the guys that made Middle-earth. Interesting choice. We got some, we did get, like, some gameplay finally for Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League. The voice actor for, Amanda Waller, she played... She played, I can't remember her name, and she was in Jedi Fallen Order. Deborah Wilson, that was her. She was one of the characters in Jedi Fallen Order. She came out, and she was pretty hyped about, because she had a whole, like, little fight with Jeff Keighley that felt staged, but it was kind of funny. But that was cool to see. What else? I'm looking up. Star Wars Eclipse got announced. That was pretty cool to see, too. It's going to be, like, I guess, a choose-your-own-adventure story, kind of like Detroit Become Human and Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, Until Dawn, which Until Dawn was made by somebody else, but... then there was Space Marine 2, which was kind of cool, and some other stuff, but I'm kind of glad I didn't watch the Game Awards this year. I'm going to be completely honest here. I watched 2019 and 2020, and I felt like 2019 was a pretty okay show. I feel like Sekiro 1 was fair. I felt like Last was Part 2. Even though I didn't really like that game, some of the awards weren't. I felt like it deserved, like Best Audio Design and Best Performance for Laura Bailey, but I just didn't think it was like the best game that released that year. But this year, like, just feels like... I just feel like the Game Awards are becoming like this just giant infomercial for just like mobile games. Like from what I'm hearing, like on like Twitter, it was pretty much that. Cause I remember watching last year. Like last year, the reveals weren't really that exciting, but I don't know. It's just I feel like the Game Awards aren't really about the community. It feels like it just feels really bland. Like it just feels really soulless a lot of the time. So I'm glad I didn't watch them. There were some cool reveals. Like the Sonic trailer was cool. Star Wars Eclipse looks interesting. Hellblade looks incredible, but like I didn't watch these during the award show. I watched them like as they were. I watched them as they went like live, like on standard channels like IGN and so forth. But I just haven't been feeling video games this year, man. And this award show really, from what I could tell, was pretty much the reason why I wasn't feeling video games this year. Like I finished 20 or so, but like unlike last year, I finished 36. But I don't know, man. I just feel like the Game Awards are just not really that exciting to me anymore. They just kind of feel like they come in, they throw a bunch of reveals, give a couple of rewards, and that's it. So, well, anyways, this is a bit of an anticlimactic comeback for me to be talking about a show I didn't even watch. It's because, but anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.